It is I, Toybox, America's favorite cartoon witch. Now, as I've been telling you the last couple weeks, we're putting together an extraordinary toy festival coming up February 6th and 7th. And today, I have a special package from MJC, the founder and creator of Assembly Required. Artist MJC grew up Matthew J. Casal in a small town in New Jersey named Southbound Brook. Having grown up in what Matthew would call the pop culture toy revolution of the 70s and 80s, Matt considers himself a card-carrying member of the Greatest Childhood Ever Club. His toy room would be categorized as a pop culture museum. Kenner Star Wars toys, Hasbro G.I. Joe, Mego Buck Rogers and Black Hole. Thanks to his father, if there was a 3 3/4 action figure, he had it. Having been a sculptor growing up, Matthew was drawn to the special effects of film, as well as molding and casting. This led him to pursue a career in the motion picture industry. After graduating from the University of Arts in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he was founding member of the Philadelphia-based independent production company Eventide Productions. In 2007, their short film, Of Darkness, was applauded by the film festival circuit for having won the award for Best Short Film for his script at the Atlanta Horror Fest, Dark Carnival Film Festival, and the Audience Award from the H.P. Lovecraft Film Festival. After discovering the independent toy movement, he began to follow many of the artists and their work online. Shortly after, he began making his own toys. But this was not enough. He wanted to bring the community together in one place. In 2019, he founded his own designer toy show, Assembly Required, Asheville, North Carolina's first designer toy convention, dedicated to the art of independent and bootleg toys. All right, now this is so exciting. We're gonna find out what is in the box from MJC. Now I have no idea what is in this package, but it's quite large, so that is very exciting. Now remember, like I told you, MJC is not only a really fun and awesome toy maker and toy designer, but he is also the founder and creator of our Asheville Designer Toy Festival called Assembly Required, which will be happening this February, and I hope you all can attend that. We'll have lots of puppet shows and animations interspersed with interviews with artists and designers, and also lots and lots of cool toys. Okay, right away here. Ooh, there's a note. Dear Toybox, I want to thank you for your involvement with Assembly Required over the years. Your after parties have always been a mind funk. Bridging the Puppet Slam community and the designer toy community has always been our shared goals. And I cannot express enough my appreciation for your overwhelming support and sponsorship of the upcoming virtually assembled and Assembly Required experience this upcoming February 6th and 7th. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you a gift. These two droids. Oops, I mean this box. MJC. And then here is a little packing list, open in this order. This is fun. There's a little list with little flaps, and each one says what I should open in order, and has a little note. So let's see. Well, first of all, right on top, there was a little A little keychain with a sticker from MJC. I would guess that is the first thing, since it was on top. So we got a little sticker there of his logo, so that's cool. That'll go right on one of my toy boxes. And we got a little resin figure, and it's got a little ring through his nose, so maybe we could use him as a keychain. Maybe it's a bootleg figure of Imaginext Alien or Killer Croc or something. I'm not quite sure what it is, but very cool. So he'll hang out with us here as we continue to open the box. And now we have number 1. So I'm gonna flip the little flap here, and they're all labeled. All right. So that's cool. Here it is, number 1. That's fun. We have instructions this time. It's like a little game. We've never had this before. It says, recently, I've been making bootlegs of vintage Fisher-Price Little People, molding and casting them into new personas and colorways. So, here we have some designer artist renditions of vintage Fisher-Price Little People, which, if you don't remember those, you're sure to remember them as soon as I show you one. Looks like there's a few of them in there. Here's the first one. Wow, look at that. It's a vintage Little People, and he looks like a little astronaut. Like a Tron astronaut. So that's cool. So there's our first one. And let's see. Looks like maybe there's 3 total in here. We'll find out. Here we go. Number 2. Who could this be? Ooh. It's a little girlfriend for the astronaut. Is a similar color, see-through, red. Very cool. Almost like Tron as well. Put him with her. And finally, one more. Here it is, the final one. And there he is. It's like a little grocer fellow or something. We got some suspenders. Also see-through red. So that's very cool. Thank you for those. Those are fun. Find a place to put those on a shelf somewhere. Okay, so now we're on to number 2. Number 2 says Blank Pirate Ferdy. Customized one-of-a-kind blank Ferdy for you to paint. Original custom made for the 5 Points Festival in 2019. So if you don't know, the 5 Points Festival is another designer toy con, which is awesome, and they have all sorts of unique and interesting toys and artists there as well. So let's see, we're at number 2. Here it is. Very tightly wrapped with bubble wrap, cautiously. So if you didn't know, this little character, Ferdy, he is the assembly required mascot, and so I'm sure you'll be seeing more of him coming up February 6th and 7th. This guy is completely awesome. Look at that. Very cool, very interesting. I think it's all an original sculpt by MJC. We'll have to put him somewhere on the toy shelf here, back. And number 3. Number 3 says Struwelpeter Horror Show. Struwelpeter were my first resin pieces. They are 13 inches tall. Horror Show was the last pull from the molds before they were retired. Horror Show is a one-of-a-kind Struwelpeter and experiment using different types and colors of resin. The veins are red resin applied to the mold before pouring the white and translucent resins. Fascinating. Well, if you didn't know, Struwelpeter is also the German way to say shock-headed Peter, which is a wonderful book of cautionary tales for children. Many of you that have seen some of my puppet shows know that I've done some of those poems as puppet shows, and other people have Also, they're quite popular to do as puppet shows. So, okay, so let's find out number 3 here. Here it is. Oh, this one's rather heavy. It's big. Alright, so here we go for Struwelpeter Horror Show. Wow. This one is amazing. It is quite large and very strange. It's another sort of weird bird-like creature. It's very big, look at that. It's got some really gnarly sculpt there. It's a wicked monster. Look at his feet, he's got some really gnarly chicken legs there. It said in the notes that it has 3 different colors of resin, translucent white and red for the veins. Well, that was very fun, and I hope that you all join us next weekend for Virtually Assembled, an assembly required experience. We'll have puppet shows and animations, artist interviews, and tons of toys with many of the artists that we've been spotlighting the last couple weeks, and lots more. You won't want to miss it. I myself will be there haunting throughout the feed. We have all sorts of fun and exciting surprises planned for you, so please don't miss it. Don't forget to tune in. Just so you know, Assembly Required will be our regular programming for next weekend, so there will be no episode of What's in the Box. You have to come and join us for the Wham Bam Puppet Slam and Joker TV and all sorts of things happening for Virtually Assembled, an Assembly Required experience. See you there. Before we go, a few words from our sponsors.
From the creators of Assembly Required,
Virtually Assembled, an Assembly Required experience. 2-day online event, streaming live on assemblyrequired.net, YouTube, as well as other platforms. February 6 and 7, 2021. Virtually Assembled, an Assembly Required experience, including artist interviews, studio tours, artist toy exclusives, artist-made toy commercials, and Toybox, America's favorite cartoon witch. Sponsors include Unboxing Asheville, Morgan's Comics, Appalachian Pinball Museum, Asheville FM, Designer Toy Market, Toybox Theater,
Joker TV,
and Resin Underworld. Virtually Assembled, an Assembly Required experience. 2-day online event, February 6 and 7, 2021.
See some of my new ragamuffins. There are over 100 to choose from, along with t-shirts, stickers, magnets, and other handmade toys in my shop now. Or, if you like, you can just donate directly to me. Thank you.